Funchal. Can work deer, because deer are nice, because corn is nice. Terrible Family Guy. Fairly Odd Parents reference. It's a terrible Family Guy reference because it's not a Family Guy reference. So really, it's a perfect Family Guy reference. Oh, satire. Let's have a quick refreshment while we're waiting for the Celts. Bit of Carling cider. I've already had a record lig or 3 tonight. Not tipsy though, as you may be able to tell by the fact I'm not slurring. Anyway, this looks like quite a big island. And it does have rivers in it, which I presume are also good. Do you get a double boost if you're by the coast for trade, I wonder? Interesting. Interesting thought. Either way, we're doing pretty well here. We have iron, which was our major issue from the last batch. Oh, Monty's declared... What? The issue with Monty at the moment is not that he's declaring war on everybody. The issue with Monty is that he's going to become hated by everybody, and then Darius is going to kick his arse. And then Darius is going to become such a big problem that I won't be able to take him out. I could go for rationalism to get my science up immediately. Or I could get my culture to go up. I'll get my science up and then I'll go and try and fill the aesthetics tree. I think that's the best way to do it. Yep, we'll go to the capital of Darius because he doesn't look like he's going to declare on me anytime soon. Although he has stopped trading with me. Which might be a good indicator that he doesn't like me. Or at least he is plotting on me. But I do have a spy in his city, so we will know either way. He's building the Eastern India Company, which will be good for my transfer of gold with him through trades.
The merchants and
yes, I know. We can build an artist guild. It works exactly the same as the other 2 guilds, just for a different demographic. And it is indeed something that I'm going to have Lisbon building. I'm going to have Lisbon building a lot of the wonders, not all of them, because having a wonder in as many cities as you can is useful. But I'm going to build most of them in Lisbon, because I want that city to be the crown jewel. A lot of the time the capital is your empire's crown jewel, but not always. If you start in a shockingly bad location, it isn't. If I had not been able to get Petra, for example, then it probably would not have been my shining jewel. I'm not sure which city would have been, because none of them are brilliant. Some of them are alright, but none of them are incredibly good cities. But now we've got guilds, we can start building trading posts, and puppet states in particular prioritise gold above everything else, above food, hammers, science, culture, blah de blah de blah. So if you build a farm and a trading post next to each other on the same terrain, usually the puppet city will work the trading post. So if you're wondering why will my puppet city not stop growing population, that's one way around it. Great engineer, that is excellent. I am definitely pondering putting a city up here. Ooh, that was laggy. I'm tempted to just bash it out now, but I don't actually think I need to. I'm better off improving a tile, I think. That's the long-term game here. Which mine are we working currently? Whoops, didn't mean to click that. If I improve the mine 2 tiles to the northwest of Lisbon, Coimbra can also use it. I think that might be a good idea. We'll do that. A manufactory is far superior to a mine. Nothing too suspicious. Why is there a knight of Russia all the way over here? Bizarre. Luckily, Greece's hoplites and companion cavalry for that matter. Oh, heavens no. I'm not going to fracture the game with you, because you're already fracturing the game. I want to be popular.
Blood
Yeah,
opening
we'll help you,
evil.
because that means you'll like us, and there's really no loss to me doing so. It's a good side of that. Anywho, coin browser population, we're now at 5, so yeah, correct, work for mine. Antwerp is at 4, can't choose what that tile, that new population works anyway. There's a big fight you can see already between Greece and Darius for which religion my civilization is in. Not going to build a university there because I am going to have it done via brain fart, faith. Right, we get an extra 3 hammers off that tile. That is a nice tile. That is beautiful. Beautiful. And now that sheep is operational, we will work the sheep. And that could have been phrased better. And we don't want to fix these farms, we want to turn them into trading posts. Because we don't want these two cities' populations getting massively out of control. Then again, I don't think Nineveh or Nineveh physically can go out of control because it's just not in a very good spot. Lisbon's about to get its 10th population point. The question is, will I now put it in a specialist slot or not? I do get a bonus for production off doing it, from what I can remember. It might be worth doing it. Might be. Still got to ponder whether I'll settle a city down in the snow and that, or, you know, close to it. What I really should do is go down there with this unit and check nothing dodgy is spawned. Because that would be a bit of a disaster. Greece is protecting Panama. Yes, I'm fine with that. I wonder if I can use Greece as a way of attacking Darius with 2 empires. Do not know. Going to have to ponder that one for sure. Lisbon, population 10. How many points is that? Oh yeah, we'll do that. We're not getting a bonus, so to maximise, make sure the great work slots are filled with writings from different eras and civs. Can anybody trade me? Fortunately, the only trade I've got is for something in the medieval era, therefore it will not help me. If I switch that out after I get a great writing, though, I can get the bonus. What the hell's name is that? Not even going to have a go at trying to pronounce that. All in all, we're doing pretty well here. He's teching like a techie maniac though as Darius, so we're going to have to keep very much tabs on him. Luckily we can because we have a spy. And if we were England we'd have 2 spies. Actually hang on. If he's building the Eastern India Company here, why... I thought he was building the Angkor Wat. And he also has 3 unemployed citizens. How bizarre. And he's still earning nearly 45 hammers a turn, which I'm certain is more than my capital. Yeah, it is. How weird. How typically the AI. I always want to check quickly over here if there are any fish or whales or crabs or pearls, something like that. Because I don't want to settle over here until I genuinely know where everything is. Also, I don't really want to settle here until I got a golden age. And obviously golden ages are directly linked to your happiness. Hate it when it does that. It auto scrolls the unit. I have it on because it's easier most of the time, but it does create annoyances like that from time to time. I suppose we'll build something down there. Can't see any dodgy shenanigans over here. There's not really worth building a city to the northeast of Assur, is it? There's not enough there to tempt me. Sure, there's an oasis and cows and more cows, but it's not setting the world aflame. Let's go and take this encampment out. But let us also purchase. Why would we want to build missionaries? Weird. Huh, it's lagging again. A settler. Laggy! I don't know why that was so laggy all of a sudden. How bizarre. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. The crossbow is a nice unit. Unfortunately, when it upgrades, it loses a range point, which is a bit of a big shame. Didn't really make much sense of it. Is it a bit of a shame or a big shame? It's both, according to me. Can I sell anybody any horses? Because they're just sitting there not doing anything. I don't really want to sell Alexander horses because he'll just build companion cavalry with them, but there are far worse things. Oh, he won't even give me any money for them. How rude! I somehow doubt she will either. Nope. And that nearly lagged, so I clicked the wrong thing. Darius, will you take horses? Oh, he will. Okay. I don't mind if he builds horses, because horses are easy-ish to deal with. What I'm going to have to do here is encamp. What I'm going to have to do is die. But, no. What I need to do is embark that to protect the settler as it goes across. Oh dear, don't even know what happened there. It wasn't like the drink went down the wrong hole. I'm just a healthy person that now sounds like a guy from a Russell Crowe film. Oh dear. Anyway, I might end up building the Angkor Wat here, so why not throw some extra hammers at it? Ah dear. At least my LPs aren't boring. You might be deaf, but they aren't boring, and I can't build Machu Picchu in Lisbon, so let's have a crack at it in Braga. I still don't even know what happened there to make me cough like a madman. I'll throw some hammers at Funchal. I have a whole suspicion I am butchering every city's name here. I know how to say Porto, Lisbon, Braga, but they're cities that everybody kind of... anybody even closely tied to any knowledge of geography know that what they are, especially if you're European. Americans, for example, might not know, and that's not me stereotyping people from the US. People from North America in general might not know that location. If I said, for example, that Americans don't know geography, there would be half the people that would reply or send comments to me would say, it's funny because it's true, as Americans. And the other half wouldn't be able to take the joke and would get very angry at me, so I don't want to run the risk. And again, that's not me having a go at an American, or Americans, and that was also laggy for some bizarre reason. That's YouTube for you. You can make a joke about a group, a joke, nothing racist or stereotypical per se. And there'll always be somebody or a group of people that will either purposely misinterpret what you say or will ignore what you say and see it as an opportunity to just bash out a lot of insults or abuse and blah blah blah. It's not quite as bad on YouTube as it is on Twitter. You get a lot of it on Twitter because people seem to think that 140 characters you can say whatever you want. Actually, that got the people of Twitter in a lot of trouble lately. Where they had to create a report button. Oh my word. They had to produce a report button because lots of people. I'm trying to think, there was a person in particular. There are lots of people with this similar type of issue, but there was somebody in particular. I think it was the woman that said there should be a female on one of the British note, one of the pound notes should have a woman on it, and there were people telling her that they wish she'd be raped and things like that, which is obviously incredibly inappropriate. And if I've had to tell you that's inappropriate, you get your head sorted, sort of malarkey. But it's a very interesting well, it's not an argument. It's a very interesting issue, I should say, in general, that it brings up. It all about censorship of the internet, because as people that even read the news will know, for some bizarre reason, Mr. Cameron in the UK thinks what a brilliant thing it'll be to have a system where when you get your internet package, you have to opt in to look at certain, I want to say it without inverted commas, but I'm going to have to say it with inverted commas, controversial topics. You have to opt in to see them. Now obviously there are many issues with that. Who determines what's inappropriate? How on earth do you filter what's inappropriate without filtering out what's appropriate? How is that not completely taking away our rights to reasonable levels of free will? I say reasonable because obviously you can't go around stabbing everybody and believe that's okay. But, you know, reasonable. I mean, let's bring up porn as the example, because porn's the example that everybody is banging on about, or has been banging on about. That people are going to have to opt in to be able to look at porn. People are concerned that that's going to effectively label you as being somebody that watches porn. And it is true, a lot of people watch porn secretly. It's not a pride thing for most people. Normally, if you're watching porn a lot, it's because you're not getting sufficient service in the other form. Let's put it that way. Wow, Alexander built the Angkor Wat. Well, I'm going to get a lot of fail gold. But, like I said, people tend to watch porn, you know, when they watch it in massive quantities because things aren't going as well for them as they had hoped in real life. But that's not always the case. I'm married, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't look at pornography, potentially. I'm treading very carefully here, as you may be able to tell.